Welcome back to Philippines Uncut. I'm Buddy Cunanan. Tonight's topic is politics and political dynasties, and we've been having a very animated discussion with the two co-chairmen of the Movement Against Political Dynasty Incorporated, Mr. Quintin San Diego and Mr. Danilo Olivares, who are still with us in the studio. But we're now joined by a very lovely lady who will talk to us about her experience about the evils of political dynasties. Her name is Malot Galenzoga, former mayoralty candidate of Baybay City. So, Malot, welcome to Philippines Uncut. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for inviting.
Yes. Now, let's talk about your case. Let's talk about you first. Are you a politician? Have you been in politics for a long time? Matagal ka na ba sa
First
politika?
time.
First time? Okay.
At na-trauma.
No, okay, let's talk about your background. Ano po yung background ninyo?
Businesswoman.
Okay.
Before ako pumasok sa politics.
Okay. Okay. Now, bakit nyo naisipang tumakbo sa politika? If you said your first time, so your family is not a political family, wala kang uncle in power or your parents?
Distant relative.
How distant? Fourth degree ba yan? Kasi nadidima tagama, di ba? Bawal yan sa kanila. Anyway, okay, let's talk about, bakit ka tumakbong mayor of Baybay City?
Actually, na-convince lang ako kasi yung academics at saka yung religious, for 32 years na kasi yung Loreto Cari Pitilla Dynasty in Leyte.
Okay.
Tapos nagpapalit-palit lang yung nanay sa anak.
Okay.
Kasi last term nung anak as mayor, so anak yung nanay naman. So yung nakalaban ko is yung 78 years old na nanay nung former mayor.
Okay. Okay. Ito nga sinabi mo na nagpapalit-palitan yung anak, yung ama, yung ina. This is reflective of the situation parang in so many other parts of the Philippines. So yung mga nakikinig at nanonood sa atin ngayon, sasabihin, ay ito rin nangyari sa amin. Di ba, Mr. Olivares?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. That's how a dynasty develops.
And you said nga, earlier you said 73 out of 80 provinces in the Philippines are controlled by dynasties. Now, balik naman tayo sa kaso mo, Malot. So, why did you run? You said no political background, the only politician in your family is an uncle, distantly related, etc., etc. Ba't ka tumakbo? Ba't mo pinasok itong magulong mundo ng politics?
Pero kasi yung Baybay kasi is city na, pero nakakaawa talaga siya. Wala kaming general hospital, no? City hospital. Tapos pag gagamit ka ng ambulansya, kailangan mong magbayad ng 1,500 para sa ambulansya.
Wow.
Pero yung IRA ng Baybay is 456 million a year.
Wow.
Pero kahit gasolina...
IRA is, define it for our viewers. IRA, Internal Revenue Allotment. So, ibig sabihin yung budget ng Baybay City is again 400 plus million a year.
456
million a year. And yet, yung mga tao kailangan magbayad ng
1,500 para
sa ambulansya.
500 para sa gasolina, tapos 500 para sa driver, tapos 500 para sa nurse na sasama.
So, clarification. Let's say ako, taga Baybay City, meron akong let's say, heart attack. Kailangan ko magbayad sa ambulansya
1,500.
para isalba ko.
Oo, kasi kung hindi, magpapakamatay ka sa bahay mo.
And that's supposed to be free.
Oo.
It's supposed to be free, of course. Of course.
People's money.
At saka, yung Baybay, no, walang malaking barko. So, pag pupunta ng Cebu, kailangan pang pumunta ng neighboring towns para makasakay ng safe na barko kasi sobrang liit ng barko sa amin.
Okay, okay. So clearly talagang may pagkukulang ang management ng province at ng city. Now, okay, sino yung nag-udyok sa'yo para tumakbo? I mean, did a party, political party, or yung...
No political party.
Okay.
Basta nakita, kasi usually umuwi kami pag December and summer.
Okay.
One summer, nagpasyal kami ng sister ko, tapos nakita ko na ang dami palang talagang naghihirap sa syudad namin. Tapos meron pa akong na-meet na kumakain sila isang beses lang sa isang araw. Tapos pag may sakit yung family nila, yung ka-member ng family nila, talagang helpless sila. So sabi ko, bakit ganito? Walang mga NGOs, wala lahat na tumutulong dun sa Leyte. So sabi ko, ano kaya ang kulang? Tapos nung na-research ko, sabi ko, city na pala yung Baybay. So, ang laki na pala nung IRA. Nung tinignan ko yung budget, meron nga budget yearly for the public library. Pero kung pupunta kayo ng Baybay, wala kaming public library.
So
Sana mapunta yung budget.
So may budget para sa
Oo.
library, pero until now,
Wala
wala pang
ang public
public
library.
libraries. Mariosa. So, okay, let's go to your... Sino sumuporta sa'yo para tumakbo? Kasi going up against the Petilla clan,
Oo.
established 30 years in power, hindi ka ba natakot? Sino bang sumuporta sa'yo para
Natakot.
tumakbo?
Yung financially ako, kasi nag-ipon ako.
Wow.
Talaga. Tapos, hindi ako nanghingi ng support kahit kanino in terms of financial.
Okay.
Pero support naman sa tao, sa lahat ng religious sector,
Okay.
sa baybay, at saka yung academics, nasa akin.
Okay. Kamusta naging takbo ng kampanya mo? How was the campaign? I mean, okay, I said former mayoralty candidate, so obviously natalo ka. So,
Hindi
what
natalo.
was the campaign? I mean,
Mahabang story
Okay, pero let's talk about the campaign. Anong nangyari sa kampanya?
Nung kampanya, mahirap, no? Kasi hindi ko alam na, di ba kasi public property ang mga gym. Pero pag 92 barangays kasi ang Baybay City. So pag gagamit kami ng gym sa barangay, hindi kami pwedeng gumamit. Kasi sasabihin ng barangay captain na hindi pwede kasi kay Mayor Carry ito, kay Congressman Carry itong gym. So kami, nasa labas kami at one time nga, uso ang kuratsa sa amin kasi
Okay.
late.
Okay.
So kailangan kong sumayaw sa putikan. So naawa yung mga tao sa akin. Kaya pagbalik ko, 50% lang ako dun sa barangay na yun. Pero pag alis ko ng barangay, mas dumami yung tao sa akin kasi
Supporters.
naawa sila. Oo.
Okay. What about election violence? Kasi syempre, you were going up against an established political clan. Sabi nga ni Mr. Olivares, maraming natatakot dahil may private armies to mga to, may muscle, may political muscle, may goons, lahat. Anong nangyari dun sa kampanya mo? Anong experience mo dun sa aspetong yun?
Na binabato kami, no? Tapos pagtatawag ka ng pulis, tapos na. Bago dumating yung pulis kasi nasa kanila din yung mga pulis. Tapos one time pinaputukan kami ng barangay captain. Tapos nagsumbong kami. Imagine nahulihan na siya ng barel, hindi siya inaresto. So ganun ka,
I understand na meron kang din lang mga litrato dito sa station. And so, ipapalabas natin mga pictures and tell us a bit about these pictures. Sige,
kasi
ito,
nangyari
example
sa
ito.
amin,
So,
during the election day, no,
what's this?
bago pa yan, kasi nag-rally kami noong June 13.
Ito, after election
Oo.
yan.
Bakit meron kami mga series of rallies? Kasi pino-protest namin yung illegal composition nung
Okay.
nag-proclaim kay Carmen Carry.
Okay. But tell us a bit about what we're looking at. Yan. I mean, what are these
Ayun
mga
yung
images?
after the rally, no,
Okay.
umuwi kami sa bahay namin.
Okay.
Ang nangyari,
I mean, who are these people? Sino tong...
ayan yung cameraman ko
Okay.
na binugbog ng mga pulis.
Okay.
Kasi niransak nila yung bahay namin dahil
Okay.
uhulihin daw kami sa hot pursuit na
Okay.
case.
Okay.
Oo.
Itong picture naman na maraming nakadapa. Ano to?
Nire-raid yung bahay ko without search warrant and warrant of arrest.
So this is your private residence na nire-raid?
Oo.
Bakit? Anong reason?
Unang-una, nandun yung mga police at saka yung army, yung 78 battalion.
Okay, here we can see army
Parang
vehicles.
Girls.
Battalion, oo.
Okay.
Tapos kasama yung brigade pa.
Ba't kayo pinasok? Bakit? I mean, you're a mayoralty candidate. Ba't nilusob kayo ng army, ng police? Bakit?
Kasi daw, nagkagulo daw yung rally. Pero
Okay.
kung nakikita nyo, unang hinampas ng pulis yung isang kasamahan namin, tsaka yung cameraman ko.
Okay.
So nung hinampas na siya, inaawat ng mga tao, tapos binato na kami
Okay.
ng mga pulis, may dalang bato.
Okay.
After nun,
Okay, what's this? This is during yung rally na
oo,
sinasabi mo?
yung rally
Ito
na.
na yung
So,
Okay.
nag-disperse kami. Kasi sabi nung chief of police na pag hindi kami nag-disperse, aarestohin kami or aanuhan kami.
Ito mga to, these are your supporters.
Yan yung cook namin sa bahay namin.
Yung cook mo?
Oo,
Cook
Okay.
ha?
kinaladkad siya nung, yung isa,
Okay.
yun yung camera, reporter ng Sunstar,
Okay.
Cebu.
Okay.
Binugbog din siya kasi pinipilit kunin yung camera niya.
Now, all these people we see are your employees, mga tao yun sa bahay niyo, or mga
supporters.
supporters. Okay, supporters.
Bakit nasa compound sila? Kasi after the rally, yung sumakay ng bus, pinaghahampas, pinagbubugbog, tapos kinulong na sila.
Ng pulis?
Ng pulis. So
Okay.
sabi namin, para safe, dito na kayo magpaumaga. Kasi parang
This is
delikado.
the interior of your house. Ito yung loob ng bahay
bahay nila.
niyo.
So, sa
bahay nila.
loob na
Okay.
ng bahay namin.
Pinasok talaga hanggang second floor. This
Ah,
parang
balay.
raid.
Oo, tapos niransak yung mga kwarto, kinuha yung mga jewelries namin, yung mga relo.
Pero on what grounds? Anong hinahanap nila sa bahay mo?
Ako
Ba't sila
daw,
pumasok?
hinahanap nila ako, oo.
Hinahanap ka. Bakit? For what reason? Kasi nanggulo ka raw sa rally? Or?
Uhulihin nila ako.
Sino to?
Siya,
Yung
yun nakatayo.
cameraman ko.
Okay.
Ayun nakatayo, yun.
Oh Wow. Wow.
So, kung nakikita nyo, yung talagang grabe yung human rights violation. Yan yun sa detention center na sila.
Okay.
Kasi inaresto lahat, no? About 700 ng supporters ko.
Okay.
Dinala sa city jail.
Yes, yes. Now, how can you tie this up to the Pitilla clan? Paano mo alam na ito ay kagagawan nila?
Kasi si Mayor Kari, pamangkin niya si DOA Secretary Ikot Pitilla.
Okay.
And
Okay.
nung nangyari yan, nung July 1, dumating si Ikot Pitilla, naka-chopper siya. Tapos sinasabi niya na wala nang problema yung mami ko. Ay, yung auntie ko kasi nahuli na nga daw ako sa Tacloban. Tapos nagpa-post pa sila sa Manila Bulletin
Okay.
ng 500 pesos para sa may reward yung lahat ng makakapagturo kung saan ako. Kasi tumakas ako eh.
Okay, so paano na-resolve yan? Okay, nandito ka ngayon, tapos na eleksyon. Ano nangyari pagkatapos niya? Fast forward natin, what happened?
Ang nangyari, kailangan kong umalis dun sa bahay namin kasi may isang pulis na nagsabi sa akin na, Ma'am, hindi ka nila bubuhayin. So,
Okay.
alam ko mataas ang pader nyo. So, kung makakaalis ka pa, umalis ka na.
Okay. So now, you've lost the election. Okay, I mean, ibang issue. That's rather mahabang sabi mo nga, mahabang kwento. Pero now, fact of the matter is, yung opponent mo will be sworn in very soon as...
Actually, tatlong beses na siya nag-oath taking.
Tatlong beses na.
At saka, yun ang nasa COMELEC ngayon, national, kasi illegal yung composition nung nag-proclaim sa kanya. So, hindi valid yung proclamation ni Carmen Kari. Yun yung, kaya bakit kami nandun noong June 30? Kasi, inaano namin na kailangan mag-step down si Carmen Kari kasi 'di ba yung June 30 at 12 noon hindi na siya wala na siyang mandate.
Yes, yes.
Kasi under dun sa illegal
Yes.
composition hindi valid yung proclamation nila.
Yes. Wow. So, okay, my last question for you is, ano na yung next move mo ngayon? I mean, what do you plan?
Nag-file na kami ng mga cases sa ombudsman against dun sa military and police. Tapos tomorrow, Friday, magpa-file naman ako yung complaint ko.
Kasi you're a businesswoman, so I assume marami kang interest sa Baybay City.
Wala kaming negosyo sa Baybay kasi ang carry is hindi ka pwedeng kung opposition ka, walang negosyo sa opposition doon. Kung makikita mo nga, may isang Shell doon na gas station. Hanggang ngayon walang permit 'yon. Nag-ooperate without permit. Pero may 4 na gasoline station na Petron owned by the carry.
Hindi ka ba natatakot ngayon para sa buhay mo?
Natatakot. Pero wala na eh, 'di ba? Pagkatapos ng takot, 'di ba, wala na natitira.
Any regrets say about running?
Wala.
No regrets. So, yeah, please.
Rewind lang, ano?
Yeah.
Yung si Mayor Kari was proclaimed the winner after 25% only of the ballots have been counted.
25%.
25% lang. And in the final counting, ikaw ang panalo, hindi ba?
Yeah, go, please.
You know that, buddy? In the final counting, she won by 5,000 votes.
Yeah.
No? So she has all the right to file
Pero
a
hindi nila
petition.
Wait, in the final counting, you won by 5,000. You
Five-
won
5,193.
by 5,193 votes.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Pero hindi ako pinaupo, no? At hindi din siya papayag kasi inuulit-ulit niya na valid yung proclamation niya.
Na-proclaim na.
Na-proclaim na siya.
After 25% of ballots have been counted, proclaim na eh.
So 25% count after 25% only, she was proclaimed, and yet in the final counting, it shows that you won over her by 5,193
Tsaka
votes.
nag-proclaim sa kanya, hindi valid
illegal composition
illegal composition of
ng City Board of Canvassers.
Wow, wow.
Illegal composition.
Talagang parang bastusan na nangyari talaga. Bastusan na. So, Mr. Olivares, Mr. San Diego, itong case ni Malot, you know, okay, number one, in the media, you hardly heard of this. I mean, grabe yung mga images that you showed us. I mean, very graphic, very powerful images. And I'm surprised na hindi ito na media masyado, di ba? And then number two, how common is this kind of occurrence in the 73 out of 80 provinces?
All over the country.
That, you know, this kind of thing.
Yes,
This is
yes.
not isolated. This is not an isolated incident. Yung nangyari kay Malot. Strong arm tactics
Mga
using police,
negosyo na
military.
kontrolado ng mga mayor, may bago, hindi bibigyan ng permit.
Poverty, walang library, walang ambulansya.
It's all over the country.
like that,
As long as they have control.
And then, yung kanilang mga supporters, yun lang ang binibigyan ng pabor. Di ba? Siyempre, they use the pork barrel to buy the loyalty of people.
Yeah.
No? Pero yung mga kaaway, walang benepisyo.
Kasi alam mo, buddy, in a town or in a province,
Yes.
if you want to serve as judge there, kailangan may blessing ng ng congressman, di ba?
Parang
Kung
mafia.
meron ka posisyon na, kailangan dumaan ka sa kanila. Yan ang dynasty.
So it's not just about the positions of congressman, it's also about all the other
All the other
government positions in the
yeah.
province.
Lahat yan, kontrolado
In
nila.
fact, ang sinasabi nga namin, that's why we're even against the SK, Sangguniang Kabataan.
Oo.
Kasi yan ang training ground ngayon ng mga pamilya. Training ground yan para, pag yung iba magre-retire na, may nakapalit na kagad.
Para pagka merong kapalit, meron
Wow.
na
Corruption.
experience yung kanilang mga anak-anak dyan.
Hindi, pero what I don't understand is, okay, we saw police going into your residence, pati mga army, ganyan. I mean, how come these politicians have such control over the security forces? Lalo na security forces alam naman, centralized yan di ba? Centralized sa Camp Crame, centralized sa Camp Aguinaldo. Ba't
Tingnan mo
lakas
lang yung
ng kapit
Ampatuan.
nila?
Yung Ampatuan. Why did the military act that way? Why did the PNP act that way?
Kasi kailangan
That's the
niya
best
ng
example.
recommendation. Pagka promotion, kailangan din ng
I guess.
recommendation.
Imagine,
Yes,
walang
yes.
search warrant, walang warrant to arrest, wawasakin lang yung gate ng bahay, papasukin, tututukan ng armalite yung mga tao, pahihigain sa floor.
Kasama ba sa complaint niyo yung commander ng police, yung commander of the army? I mean,
That's blatant.
who are these people? If you can mention their names on air?
Yung si Colonel Rafael Valencia.
Okay,
sa-
he's the commander of the...
Philippine Army.
Pero which
82nd
unit?
Brigade. 82nd Brigade.
82nd Brigade.
Tapos yung 78 IB ng battalion.
Yes.
Si Colonel Bahaw, Adonis Bahaw.
Adonis Bahaw.
Tapos
okay.
yung Police Superintendent ng Baybay, si Carlito Gallardo.
Yes.
Tsaka at saka yung kung nakikita mo, yun ang bugbog sa photographer ko, police mismo.
Yes. Alam niyo, I'm mentioning this because Mr. Olivares knows me very well, and my father was my late father was a general in the army, and you know precisely why nangyari na 86 yung 1986 kasi
Yeah.
ayaw na nga natin makita na ginagamit yung mga men in uniform for this kind of
Eh, yung pala
kalokohan.
nangyayari pa hanggang
Nangyayari pa
ngayon,
hanggang ngayon. It's been how many years since?
Oo.
27 years, 28 years since EDSA.
Yes.
Still happening.
Even the judge, bagitin mo yung si judge.
Kasi yung judge is the first cousin ni Mayor. So, pag mag-bail kami para sa mga tao namin, kailangan pa namin pumunta sa neighboring town kasi ayaw niya magpirma ng bail.
Grabe.
Tapos yung fiscal, sobrang laki ng bail, excessive bail. 36,000 for sedition.
Per person, ha?
Per person.
Lahat yan may blessings nila. Lahat yan.
Tapos yung CHR sa Region 8, in fact, ang dami nakadetain na hindi pinailan ng case, pero 10 days na-detain.
Yes.
It's illegal.
Yes,
That's
yes,
illegal
yes.
detention.
Yes.
Ngayon, buddy, pagka
Yes.
walang dynasty, magsusumbungan niya mga yan, sila. Hindi pwede yan. Huwag
May
mong
check
gawin
and
yan.
balance, may control in a way. Ito wala.
Ako, mayor, ikaw nga congressman, hindi pwede yan.
Yes.
Hindi
Ito, it's all in the
yan.
family.
Sumbong kita, paano mo susumbong yung lolo mo? Kagaya sasabihin ko, lolo. Alam mo, pinag-aawayan nila ron. Lupa ng bayan. Lupa ng
Siya
Bicol.
Villaperte.
Yes.
So, they try to cover up.
So, it's a sickening society,
Situation.
you know,
Okay, gents and ladies, and lady, realistically, paano natin maayos itong problema sa politika natin? Obviously, political dynasty is the root of many evils in your province, in your city, in many other provinces, many other cities. Paano natin maayos to? Now, the people's petition is one, but again, we can expect a lot of problems going with that through Congress, di ba? So, but realistically, what can be done?
Ako
Yes.
umpisahan ko
Please,
kung talagang ang presidente natin sincere about all these
daang matuwid.
daang matuwid, tanggalin tong pork barrel kasi ito ang gasolina na nagpapasiklab sa kagustuhan ng mga dynasties na magkaroon ng power. No, yun ang fuel no.
That's the
And
design,
then-
pera.
Oh,
Yes.
pera yan no. That's power, no. And then yung dynasty it means power, control over a city, a town, a province, a region, no. So tanggalin yung dynasty na yan. Walang pork barrel. Pag walang pork barrel, walang magpupursiging maggano ng dynasty kasi walang gasolina, walang pera, di ba? So these two. Pagkatapos education. Kailangan i-educate natin ang kabataan na yung evils of dynasty, no? Upang pagtanda nila, pagboboto na sila, even from the grade school level, pagboboto na sila, alam nila yung kasamaan nito, hindi na nila iboboto.
Yes,
No?
yes.
And then media like you, no? Like radio, television, press should really support this campaign. It's really for the good of the country.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, we've come to the end of our show almost, but let's have some last words quickly from, let's start po with ladies first. Malot.
Yung sa akin, no? Kasi kung titingnan mo yung problema ng baybay talaga, parang wala kaming mapuntahan. Kasi unang-una, yung dynasty na kalaban ko is member ng cabinet ni Presidente. So ang akin lang na, alam ko naman na kung malalaman siguro ng Presidente to, kasi ang hirap, wala kang access, di ba? Kasi yung
Ngayon,
Presidente...
mag-appeal ka ngayon kay President
Alam
Aquino.
nila
Baka siya nanonood ngayon. Please. Oh.
na,
Sabihin mo sa kanya.
Kasi kawawa, katulad ng mga nakakulong pa na iba na torture pa. So, ang akin lang, saan kami pupunta kung hindi na kami napapakinggan sa Region 8? Lahat na po, nilapitan na namin ng agency sa Region 8, pero talagang bulag at pipi sila. Kaya kami tumakas na makarating sa national para ma-broadcast sa national at makahingi ng tulong sa national. Pero 2 weeks na po kami dito, parang lahat, no? Parang yung dyaryo, limited ang lumalabas tungkol dito sa harassment. Tapos nakakalungkot kasi dun sa Davao narinig ko na yung CHR chairman, si Eta Rosales, is concerned siya dun sa criminals na nahuli, no, ni Mayor Duterte. Pero yung sa amin, 700 plus po ang naagrabyado human rights victim sa Baybay. Kung
Yes.
pupunta kayo doon.
At hindi sila kriminal.
Oo, at hindi sila kriminal.
Hindi sila kriminal.
Tapos, victim po kami ng harassment ng political dynasty at ng mga militar at ng pulis. Kaya nakikiusap ako na sana bigyan nyo naman ng pansin yung Baybay. Kasi kawawa po, imagine a 4 years old na bata, pag nakakita po ng pulis, tumatakbo, sabi, dapa, dapa. So, ano pong mangyayari sa Baybay?
Okay. Now, we have 1 minute to end. Last words from Mad. Who would like to speak?
Ako tapos na.
Sige. Mr.
Yes,
Santiago.
para sa akin po, address ko na ito sa buong bansa. Marami na akong frustrated sa nangyayari dito. Marami na kanya-kanya nagtatayo ng mga opposition sa mga napakaraming issues. Kaya short of shouting for calling for a revolution, kasi frustrated na ang tao eh. But there is still this avenue for us to correct everything with one shot. And this is the charter change. Lumabas yan bago at mismo si Belmonte nagtulak niyan. Palagay ko lahat ho tayong may mga samang loob sa gobyerno o sa palakad sa buong sitwasyon na ganito. Idaan na ho natin sa charter change. Magka isa-isa na tayo, itulak na natin ang charter change at lahat ho yan. Lahat ho na reklamo natin, i-elevate na natin doon at gawa na natin ang paraan para pag merong bagong konstitusyon, makakasiguro tayo na magbabago na ang political situation dito sa bansa.
Very well said. Mr. San Diego, Mr. Alvarez, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much po. And
Thank you, buddy.
mabuhay po kayo in your MAD and in your movement against political dynasty. More power to you po.
Thank you.
And Malot, keep up the good
Thank
fight
you.
and rest assured that we here in Independent Free Media are behind you 100%.
Thank you.
Thank
Sana
you.
huwag
Thank
kayo
you.
matadala sa tulong sa amin.
Of course, we're here to GNN
Yes.
and we are here to help you po in
Thank you.
this
Kami,
cause.
tuloy-tuloy kami.
We're with
Hanggang sa 2016 election, tuloy-tuloy ang laban namin. Tuloy-tuloy.
Thank you very much po. So guys, I hope you learned a lot about politics and political dynasties. Join us again next year in the show where we talk about what matters to you because you guys matter the most. I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Okay, upo muna tayo kasi we still have